Okay, so I'm continuing on the series. Today is still the day one teaching. I just broke it up into 5 minute increments because I don't know everybody's schedule and I didn't want to overwhelm anybody with a 30-minute video and you didn't have that long. So I just broke them up. This is the last one and it'll be the longest. Okay, so as we continue in the first video, we talked about the affirmations and what they are. In the second video, we talked about making today your day one, figuring out what is it in your heart that you want to do. Now that you've decided what it is that you want to do, as you guys know, I wrote the book, The Waiting Room. Striving and Surviving in Your Waiting Rooms of Life is basically a workbook that you can actually use to actually break down all of your strengths, all of your weaknesses, everything that you're good at, your talents versus your gifts. Because there is a difference between a talent and a gift. A gift is something that you just do, is something you don't even have to think about, and it's something that you love to do and you would do for free. Talents, that's what you went to school for, that's what you get paid for. Not so much what you're in love with, but when you need money, you know that you can do that to capture and gain revenue. And those are the things that I did when I was on my journey to figure out how to even manifest myself to even talk to you guys and start this whole life coaching thing. This is a journey, and trust me, it's more than a notion to jump on and do these videos all day, every day, for 21, 40, 50 days. And for me, I love it, but I still have to prepare for it. I still have to put myself in the right mindset and be able to articulate the words that I'm trying to say quickly and effectively in the time that I have allotted to share with you. So let's go with the flow. First and foremost, when you're establishing your flow on your day one, figuring out what it is that you want to do to manifest yourself, what is it that would make you happy, you want to actually have a list of things, as I just stated. You start with it as you go, the way you choose to. But in order to get your flow, you're going to have to understand what your gifts, talents, and then we're going to find out what your strengths and weaknesses. And fifthly, we want to find out, put those things in priority. What do you love to do the most? What do you love to do the least based on what you know how to do? And based on that list, put it in order by priority. Like, if you had to start a business tonight, what could you start a business doing that you know within 24 hours you could make $500? Ooh, I don't have an idea, Coach T. I'm not good at nothing. You good at everything. We just need to figure out what that is. Everybody is good at something. Do you cook? Are you an excellent cleaner? Are you a great organizer? Like me, I have a gift of administration. What does that mean? It means that when it comes to organizing finances, paperwork, or any type of mess, whether it's on software, hardware, or in print or in person, I have a gift of organization and administration, administering things, setting up the logistical flow of things, setting up the organizational structure of things, helping you to figure out what your gift is versus your talent, and also, most importantly, helping you to figure out how to monetize both. Okay, a difference between a gift and a talent. For me, I'm talented at doing books. I just know how to do it. I'm really good at it. I can tell you what your problems are. I can tell you where your most money is coming in from your company. I can tell you your job cost, profitability. Typically, we're just looking at maybe your profit and loss, your income statement, and your balance sheet. Okay, but that's not my gift. My gift is telling you what your gift is. My gift is being able to speak to you, understand where your issues are, and help you to overcome them. And that's the number one reason why, if I had to choose one thing to do for the rest of my life, it would totally be life coaching without money. Because I can pour into your life without speaking to you, just off of our communication through social media. And when I realized that that was the one thing that I was not the best at, some other things I'm really, really good at. Like, I love to cook. Not the point. When I realized that this is something that I was good at, I had to figure out a way to do it where I didn't have to charge for it. So I do it through social media. I have my clients that I coach, corporate clients, wellness clients trying to lose weight, slim the mind. And then, of course, I also have the business clients with the 23 certifications. All those certifications came because I never wanted to stop learning. I'm a lifelong learner. And I say the same thing for you. I only tell my story so that I can share with you my experience, and hopefully that will ignite something in you to let you see what it is that's in you that you want to do. It's not all about me. It's actually all about you. So that's why I ask you to message me, inbox me. You can email me at gocoacht@ymail.com. Not G, Y. It was before the G. Yes. gocoacht@ymail.com. I've kept that email for over 15 years because it's personal, and because I still have clients that email me, and I don't ever want you to feel like that you don't have access to me, because you do. You can message me through Facebook, Instagram, DM, Twitter, or any YouTube, any of the social media platforms. And I just want to continue to just thank you for logging on and watching. It's really important to me that not just I manifest me, but that we manifest us. Because there's so many things in us that we want to do, that we can do, that we're not doing. And your fulfillment, your pleasure, your joy is going to come out when you start doing the things that make you happy, when you start fulfilling your own purpose. Most of us don't even know what our purposes are because we've never took the time to spend time with ourselves and get to know our higher self so that we can be our best self. So let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, let's go. So if you're going to create, you want to have an action plan to change, okay? How are you going to change? When are you going to change? And what are you going to change? How, when, and what, okay? Based on those things, we want to look at the ways of change. So you decide how, when, and what. I will help you with the process. For me, in my process, it was all new things. To get what you never had, you have to do what you've never done. So I had to do some things that I'm not used to doing. When I was taught about meditating, I was taught from Joshua to meditate on God's word day and night. Just read the Bible day and night. Read the Bible, read the Bible. But it's more ways to meditate than that. Not saying that that's a bad way if that's what you do, but let's expound upon it. Don't stop, add to it, okay? Another way that you can meditate is there's called guided meditations. These are ways, and I use, I'm going to give you guys my top-notch bit of information. This is hot off the cuff. This is straight from Coach T. You heard it from me first. I have been vibing so strongly with the YT Church. Yes. It's the YouTube. I spend hours a day on YouTube. Yes. Why? Because everything that I need, I find there. Okay? With my guided meditations, I won't tell you who to listen to because it needs to be to your level of comfort. But if you're interested in the ones that I've used, just put it in the comments. Coach T, I'm interested in your guided meditation, or message me and I will message you back at least 5 of the ones that I use. Yes, I had to go deep because there was a lot of deep-seated beliefs that I had to deal with. And just because you have issues doesn't make you a bad at your job. You can go to work and do your job with excellence and nobody will ever know the bags that you carry. So, me sharing my vulnerability and the things that I've been through makes me a better coach because most people don't share the things that they've been through. They only share their victories. They share their successes. They don't share their failures and they don't share their pitfalls. And that's exactly what I'm doing because I want you to win. I want you to get it. And I want you to be better. I want you to not have to go through the things that I've gone through if we can help it, right? I was the kid that touched the stove, okay? I didn't want to hear Don't tell me. Let me figure it out for myself. If that's you, turn the video off now. We'll talk later. But if you are willing to be wise and learn from others, let's continue. Okay. The reason why I open my hands is because one of the things that we want to say in our new opportunity that we are flowing in day one is I am open to receive. Typically, we're not. As mothers, we're givers, we're nurturers, so we're tight. I don't need anything. I'm good. Somebody try to bless you. I want to get you a massage. No, I'm good. I don't need it. They want to buy you food. No, I don't need it. No, I'm good. I got it. And then you go home at night and you take a bath and you cry yourself to sleep every night because you're not good. Let's stop faking. Let's be real. Let's take off the mask and be transparent, and let's be real. We need each other. So in order to accept not just what people are trying to give you, because God works through people, but to accept what the universe has for you, you have to be open. I am open to receive. I sit with my hands open, and I'm in this spot because I want you guys to be able to fully see me, see my shirt, see my face, see my hands, see my full range of motion, because this is important. You want to be open to receive. Every day, before your feet touch the ground, when you wake up and you rise in the morning, you say, I am open to receive. Why? Because you don't want to continue to be closed. They have a thing that says, closed hands and closed mouths don't get fed. Open your mouth and open your hands. You open your mouth and say, I'm open to receive. You open your hands and you're ready to receive. Open yourself up. Open yourself up to love. Open yourself up to relations. I didn't say relationships. We'll get to that later. It's just day one. Open yourself up to relations, because in order for you to have relations, that means that you can relate to what I'm saying to you. You can relate to the people in your life. Sometimes when we close off, when we're hurt and we shut down, we can't relate to anything and anybody because we are in a constant state of pity party. And personally, I don't like nobody at my pity parties. It's a party of one. I'm by myself. I want to get it all out. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to hear it's going to be okay. I don't want to hear it's all good. Keep all that to yourself. Let me work through it within myself. And then when I come out of it, I'm great. And that's where the guided meditations come in. This is something that you can do within yourself. After you've prayed and after you've done your declarations and affirmations, and you still have those negative connotations and thoughts in your head, you still want to blast instead of bliss. You still are irritated, frustrated, and got this tension built up in you. You need the guided meditation, because what it's going to do is going to help you to settle your thoughts. First and foremost, I'm not going to go into the whole thing. I'm just going to give you a tidbit of it. If you want more, then you watch my video on guided meditations, okay? I'm just doing them all at once, a little bit at a time, so you guys can watch them as you have the time. I have all the time you need, but I know you guys have other things that you're doing. So I'm trying to break these videos up so I won't give you an hour video that you won't be able to get to the end of. Okay? Because there's a lot of information to cover, but I want to break it up and give it to you in increments. So on your guided meditation, first and foremost, what you want to do, breathe. Breathing is one way to stop the flow of thoughts. If I just tell you stop thinking, now you're going to be focusing on trying to stop thinking, and you can't, because you're thinking about not thinking, and now you're still thinking. But when you take a deep breath, you give yourself an opportunity. You give your mind the freedom to relax itself. And sometimes that's just all we need to just calm down and catch our breath and catch our bearings so we can move forward. Okay? So start there. So like I said, jokingly but serious, I use the guided meditations from YouTube. You just go to YouTube and you type in guided meditations. A lot of different ones will come up. Play them and see how the person's voice sounds to you. See which ones you feel most comfortable listening to and flow from there. If you're interested in the chakras, you can watch my chakra video. I'm going to get in more about the chakras. I personally didn't do it for years because growing up in church, that was that voodoo wiki stuff that we didn't do. But actually, it's not like that at all. And so if it's something you're interested in, I'm not going to take you out of your comfort zone. But I want everybody to feel free to do what it is that they feel that they need to do in order to get what it is that they need to get. Okay? So, we talked about the guided meditation. We talked about finding your flow. We talked about the affirmations. We talked about remembering who you are, remembering that you are not the issue, you are not the failure, you are not the accomplishment. You are you. And you are excellence, you are greatness, you are powerful beyond measure, you are anointed, you are blessed. And we will continue on these affirmations. If you need more affirmations, we have affirmations in the group, in the Fit Camp group. We also have affirmations that I have done where I'm actually speaking to you directly. Just message me or put in the comments that you want to learn more about the affirmations and guided meditations, and I will share. I just want to end by saying thank you. Thank you for joining me in this journey, and thank you for making today your day one. I really appreciate you watching this video. I really appreciate you participating. And if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram at GoCoachT. If you're watching this on Instagram, you can follow me on Facebook at GoCoachT. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter at GoCoachT. I am a certified life coach, 23 certifications, here to serve you in all your endeavors and help you be a better you. Remember, you are great and you are excellence.